Hello there, welcome to my YouTube channel. If this is your first time stopping by here, you're welcome. And if you're a returning subscriber, I also appreciate you for watching yet again another video of mine. In this tutorial, we are going to be painting a dress. Yes, fabric painting has been a trending topic of discussion recently, especially after the popular Nigerian fashion designer Vicky James painted one of her dresses. So in this tutorial, I'm going to be showing you how to paint a fabric and also other important things you should know about fabric painting, like what type of paint to use, how to get this paint, and the type of fabric that you can paint on. So if all this is something that interests you, make sure you watch this video to the end, and don't also forget to subscribe to this YouTube channel. So the first thing that I'm going to be doing in this tutorial is to clear your most reasonable doubts about fabric painting, which is, won't this paint wash off after the dress is being washed? So I'm using a crepe fabric for this particular dress, and on a piece of this crepe fabric I'm drawing a shape, and I'm going to go ahead and use my paints. So the particular paint that I'm going to be using for this fabric painting is called acrylic paints. So there are two types of paints that you can make use of when it comes to fabric painting. There's a particular paint that is called fabric paint, and you can also make use of this acrylic paints for your fabric painting. So I'm just going ahead to paint this piece of crepe fabric so that I'm going to allow it to dry off after painting it, and we'll now go and wash it together and see if this is going to wash off. So after drying it off for a while, I brought it to wash here, as you can see, in both detergent and water. So after washing it off for a while, the paint still remains on the fabric, and in fact it didn't spill. So as you can see, it's not gonna wash off. So after establishing this fact, we can now go ahead and paint the dress. So this is my dress that I'm going to be painting on. It's just a simple off-shoulder bustier dress with a free long sleeve. So I'm just going to go ahead now and draw the shape of which I want to paint on. So depending on whatever you want at this point, you're going to draw the shape of what you want. Or if you also want lines, you are going to draw those lines on your fabric. Just make sure you are doing this in a very nice way. And if you are not so good at drawing, or you feel like you might mess it up at this stage, you can also give it to somebody to draw on the fabric for you. So this is just an up close drawing that I'm doing right now, as you can see. So I'm just drawing flowers, since that's what I think I know how to draw best presently. I've drawn flowers all around the dress, and I'm just connecting it with lines. So these are like the flower stalks, and I'm also drawing leaves around it like that. So just go ahead and draw whatever you think you can paint on the dress, or as your clients want this. So while making a research about fabric painting, that was when I realized that you can actually paint on a crepe fabric, and that is why I made use of a crepe fabric to make this dress. I'm also going to be talking about other type of fabrics that you can use to achieve this fabric painting before the video ends. So this is my dress after I've drawn those shapes on it, and these are my paints. So this particular acrylic color set comes with 6 colors, and I wanted to make use of pink color, but it wasn't available, so I'm just making use of red and white together, mixing those two up to give me a pink color. If you still remember your primary color combinations, yes, you have it there. So if the color that you want to make use of is not present in the color combinations that you have, you can also combine colors together to give you whatever you want. So for example, here I want a lighter shade of green, so I mixed green and white together to give me a lighter shade of green. So I'll go and work with this particular set of colors first on my fabric. So using my brush that came with the set of acrylic paints, I'll go ahead and start painting on my flowers while I talk about how you can get this fabric paint or acrylic paint. So for this particular one that I'm using, I got it from Jumia. So I ordered it online and I paid on delivery. So you can also do that, and I also think that you can get it in big stores like supermarkets. So you just have to go ahead and ask them if they have acrylic paints or fabric paints for sale. So when you are painting this, make sure that you are taking note of your lines so that you don't paint outside the lines or across the lines while meeting each other. And also make sure you don't concentrate too much paint on an area than the others, so that you have this equally distributed painting. So for all the flowers that I drew around the circle, I'm using this particular pink color to paint it, and I'm going to be leaving the middle part, which is the circle, to just be white. So just go ahead and paint. And for the stalk, which is the lines that I drew across the flowers, I'm going to be making it green. So you also have to be careful of your color combinations so that you don't end up combining weird colors. So you can just make a little bit of research about colors that you can combine after you have decided the color of the fabric that you are going to be painting. So another thing that I would like to make mention of is that it is actually good to wash your fabric before you paint on it. So yeah, it is recommended that if you wash your fabric before you start painting, it's going to give you a better result. So you might just want to wash the fabric after making the dress. You can just wash it, sun dry it, then before you commence drawing on it and painting on it like this. Also remember to take a sample of the fabric you want to paint on it first, let it dry off, wash it just like we did earlier, and be sure that it retains the paint before you go ahead and make a dress with it and paint it. So lastly, for the leaves that I drew on my fabric, I'm making use of green mixed with yellow color to give me a lighter shade of green, or let me say a different shade of green. So I'm using it to paint those areas that I drew leaves on. So that's just the three colors that I'm going to be making use for this fabric painting. So this is the final look of this dress. Can you see how really beautiful this is? And one thing that I really love about this fabric painting is that you can come up with your own design and paint your dress to your own taste, and also your client's dress. So the last thing that I'm going to be talking about in this video is the type of fabrics that you can paint on. So materials made with cotton, silk, linen, velvet, suede, and also denim, they work very well for this fabric painting, apart from this crepe fabric that I used here, of course. And I also learned that you can paint on organza. So if you want me to paint on any of this fabric that I mentioned, just let me know in the comment section. Also, it is very advisable that when you want to iron your fabric that you've painted on, it is better to iron it from the wrong side, or you place another fabric on it before placing the iron on it. So these are just precautions to take on your painted fabric. If you found this video helpful so far, don't forget to drop a comment, like, share, and subscribe to this YouTube channel. Don't also forget to turn on the notification bell. See you in my next tutorial. Bye.